Lecture 1, General Introduction to the STATA Environment. We are starting from the basics. So in this very first lecture, I will justify briefly why you should use STATA. And then, of course, take us through the graphical user interface of STATA. Go through the various windows available in STATA, the toolbar, the menu, the dialogues. These are features available within the graphical user interface that you must just be familiar with and be conversant with their usage and how to move around them. We might be able to do some STATA basics like setting working directory, opening and saving STATA file, creating log file, allocating memory. Then, of course, we will talk a bit about do file and understand what a do file is and how it can be created, how we can save it, and also how we can run it in STATA. We will close this session with a to-do list, few assignment list of activities that you can do after the training. So why STATA? Yes, one of the major reasons why you should learn STATA and also use it is because it is widely used in virtually all disciplines. I don't know your discipline, but I'm a statistician. So it's used by statisticians worldwide, by economists, by political scientists, by agriculturists, and various disciplines, from social sciences to engineering, from engineering to medicine, from medicine to even linguistics and so on. So you will find STATA very versatile. Two is the fact that is used by researchers for more than 30 years. Another justifiable reason why you should learn and use STATA is that it provides actually everything, if I'm not going to exaggerate, that you will need to do data science. And I know that most of you know also that data science is a topical, very prominent field nowadays. And you don't need to be a statistician before you can be a data scientist. So data science has encroached into virtually all disciplines, and then so you will do yourself a lot of benefit if you carefully and diligently learn and use STATA. You will be able to do data manipulation, like filtering data, particularly if you have very big data. I'm sure you know about big data concept. So you can filter through massive data, sort data, recode data, compute new variables. You can do data exploration. We talk of exploratory data analysis. You can do graphical visualization of data. Data visualization is even a field on its own, and where you present your data in visual form rather than in the numerical or analytical form. But if you don't want to do visualization, you might be interested in data analysis, which includes descriptive, sample size determination, hypothesis testing, model estimation and diagnostics, and so many other things, any form of analysis that you can conveniently undertake in STATA. You can do automated reporting. So data also provides features for reproducible research, and that's one of the things we learn when we deal with do file. So it allows reproducible research. You are able to document how you process your data. You are able to reproduce the same result that you obtain. Sometimes for those who are already publishing in top-rated journals, editors often will request for the script, the code that you run to be able to obtain your results. There is the need to now verify whether the claim you are making in your study is actually what you found, or what rather than what you just make up. So STATA also provides strong data set management, for various types of data. In STATA, you can do you can analyze cross-sectional data. Those are data that are obtained, compiled at a point in time over a number of individuals or units. So you could have cross-country studies, containing information about different countries in a given time point. You could also look at time series data. This is set of data that you observe over time. It could be monthly data, quarterly data, yearly data. If you have this type of data, STATA is very, very helpful. That's capability to help you do make sense from this type of data. The panel data combines the cross-sectional and time series where you have individuals being observed over time, and so that gives you panel data, not just at a point in time, but the individuals, the countries are, you have countries, you have several units observed for several periods of time. So we can now go to the next issue, and at this point, I will stop the slide and show the desktop, and that's where we are starting this hands-on. So we are starting the hands-on right away. But while I'm doing that, if there are quick comments or questions, I would like to entertain. Is there any questions so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
I have come across where it was stated that STATA is basically applied in the field of economics and social science. Like,
sorry, can we know your name? Can we know your name and where you are speaking from? That would be helpful. Thank you.
Israel Ogra from Ahmad Bello University.
Thank you. You can go on.
So, yeah, my question is, I've come across it written in so many places, and at the course of my study, that STATA is more applicable in the social science and probably economics and all of that, that biomedical research is more preferable for you to use SPSS. So I want to really know your thought and expatiate more on this. Thank you.
I wouldn't know the source of that information, but I think it is not totally correct that STATA is only useful or relevant only in the social sciences. And I've just explained that virtually all fields you could apply or utilize the features and tools in STATA. The question you should possibly ask yourself is there any field that you don't even use data, whether qualitative or quantitative? So whether it's in art, whether it's in social sciences, whether it's in engineering, whether it's in linguistics, whatever, is there any field that you do not use data? I doubt. No. Even in law, even in this. So, and whether you deal with, even when you deal with qualitative data, there are ways you can also transform them to quantitative form, and then utilize the features in STATA to draw insights from that kind of data. So I don't want you to swallow that message hook, line, and sinker. I think you can begin to explore STATA irrespective of your field of study. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear, sir.
Good. So you just double click and then you have this window. This window can intimidate a STATA because almost simultaneously you can see many windows appearing just at once, unlike what you will probably see in other statistical package software. You will see different windows here. So one of the first thing we will do now is to, in a way, take a trip through the various windows appearing here. And I will be giving you some tips, simple tips. If you have your STATA open, one of the very first thing you could do, anything I'm saying here is also in the slide that I've already shared. So, so one thing you can do is to look at your on your laptop, the keyboard. You will see key Alt, press it plus key Tab. So if you press Alt plus Tab, you can view this window. You can move around. You can move around through the various windows in STATA. So you can also go to window here, and if, for instance, this is not open, if there are windows that are not open, you can see some of only 2 windows are open now. I can come here to open the ones that are not open. Command is open. Result is open. I can open the view from here. I can open the variable from here. I can open the properties from here. So that is one thing. First thing you should be able to do. Some may open. You may open your own, and some of the windows may not look like my own. You can also, if you put your cursor where you have those straight lines, you can easily expand or contract the windows depending on what you want. So you can expand and contract. Same way, you can expand and contract. You should know how to do those basics. Now, as I have mentioned, there are in this window you can see the review window. It's also the history window. We will talk about it. This window is the command window. This is the result window. This is the variable window, and this window is properties window. Of course, when you open your STATA, right here you will see information regarding copyright, then address and website of STATA, and how you can contact STATA if need be. So if you are a genuine owner, you will see details about your serial number, and then to whom the license is given to, and so on. So those are those set of information that you see in the result. But as you will see later, as you write command, other results will automatically appear. In any window, let's say command window, you can right click. I right click. You know what it means to right click. Any window you can right click and see a number of things. Let me say, as I've right clicked here, I may be interested in selecting all the things that are here. I may be interested, particularly in the way I want to see this this result screen. So I can choose result here, and then choose the kind of background that I want, or I can also change things here. This is the standard. I can choose other fonts. Let's go to result again. I can choose whether standard, studio, classic, whatever. Let's even just, for purpose of this demonstration, choose a classic. So this will change the result window to yellow, and then these other ones, I will talk about them later. If you also change this to desert, the result window will have this. If we change this to mountain, so let me just apply one of these, the mountain. So let's apply that. The moment I apply that and I say it's okay, that should change the background to the preference, sorry, to the results. So that is, let me start. Okay, so you can let's see how that will work. So you can also come here, look at the options available, and you can select the option that you want for the font. Maybe you want to increase the font. You can select any font you want and the size of the font. You can also select the font style, so that those are things you can easily do. Even here in properties, you can also right click. Even in command, you can right click. These are other possible options. You can copy and paste here. We will do a lot of that as we continue in this training. So we will now take each of the windows one at a time, and I want to start with the command window. Of course, this is where you type your line of commands. So in STATA, there are two ways that you can interact. Basically, two ways you can interact. One, you could do interactive line by line kind of command. For instance, I can say system use. I hope you are able to see the screen. Don't worry about the result. So what I've done here,
yes, I can get the screen. Sir.
Okay, let me increase the font and see whether it will increase. Is the font size okay now?
Yes, sir.
I think it's
it's okay.
It's better now, right? So we are here, and what I'm saying is that you could write a line of command, one line of command, and execute the command one after the other. So this is one command that I've written, system use auto. I could also write another command, describe, and then, so that command, you can see each time I write the command, I press enter to be able to execute that command. So this is the way you do in the command window. You type one command at a time, and you execute that command. Another thing you could possibly, you will see here, of course, you will see in this result window, you will see two things: the command you type, as well as the result of that command. So that is why this window is called the result window. So you see that. Another thing you will notice from the simple thing I've done now is that as I type the command and execute, it automatically appears in the review. But I will come back to the review window. Always remember that any command you type and execute will automatically appear in the review. Let me give you two tricks that you must always remember on this command window. You can utilize the page up key on your keyboard and page down key on your keyboard. I repeat, you can, in this command window, you can utilize the page up key on your keyboard and also use the page down key on your keyboard. When you press the page up, I press, you realize I didn't type, but I pressed the page up. So as I press the page up, it records the command, the last command in the memory. So page up, this is empty. Page up, this is the. So if I press page down, then it will give the next command in memory. So use the page up, page down to recall commands in history or commands in the review. So as I page up, page down, page up, page up, or page down, up. So you will be selecting. In other words, while here, and if I need to execute this command again, I just don't need to type it all over. I can use the page down to recall the command, in history, or page up, page down. So that is one trick that I want you to learn. Then another trick is that in the command window, you can also use what we call the tab. And in using the tab, you will be using it with respect to your variables here. I will still talk about this window. But suppose I have plenty of variables here. Sometimes you could have very large number of variables, and you are possibly interested in those that start with M. So you could type M, and then of course, if you just type M, and then you press the tab once, it will list all those variables here that start with M. And then you can easily select. It may just be the first letter that you remember. Just type it and press tab. Let me say again that, the one I can remember, maybe it starts with D. So after typing D, I'll press tab. So it can even automatically give you the one you are looking for. So press if it is the only one that is there. But if there are more than one, then it will give you the list, which will enable you to looking for. So the only one with starting with the same letter is M. So if I press M and I press tab, it will give me those lists. So remember those simple tricks, because they can be very helpful when you are navigating or trying to run your analysis. So that is about the command window.
Sir,
two tricks. Yes, please.
Please, I can't locate the tab on my laptop.
Okay. Do you know the left-hand side of your keyboard?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go to the top if the top key on your left hand side.
All right.
Can you see? What do you see there?
Arrow, 2 arrows.
Okay. I don't know your own keyboard. You will see escape, right? ESC.
Okay, escape. Yeah, I've seen escape. That's one of the first. Yeah.
There is another key following that one. You will see tilde.
The alphabet, the
then
figures.
you will see the tab where you have arrow to the left, arrow to the right.
Yes, that's the tab. Right?
That is the tab.
Okay.
Are you able to see it now?
Yes.
Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself.
Yes.
That's very good of you. So
can I ask a question, Prof?
Please go ahead. Ask.
Yeah, I am using STATA 17.
17, excellent.
Yeah, and when I use the page up and page down,
Yes.
I didn't get the same effect that you are getting.
Did you have you typed any command? Did you type
yes,
the commands that?
I typed the same commands that you typed. I typed system use and I typed describe, and then
did you get the result?
I got the results, yes. But when I clicked the page up and page down on my keyboard, it didn't appear under command. It
Put your
appeared
cursor. Put your cursor in the command. Put your cursor in the command. Can you see where my cursor is?
Let me have a look. Where is it? And there is where I should place it. Okay.
Yes,
I've done
place
that.
your cursor there, and then press page down now or press page up.
Yeah, I've done that. I'm still not getting it.
Okay.
It's still not bringing up the. Yeah, I could only see it when I had the cursor in review in history. Then when I
will see it in
history.
history.
Yes.
You will see it in history. I don't know what could have happened, but you can. That's what I'm doing now. That is happening. There could be some other issues, but if it is not like that in your own, another option is for you to just come here, click that same command, any command in the history, and it will appear there if the tab option is not working.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you happy?
Yes, of course.
Great.
It's
I
working.
want you to do. It's working. Great. Okay. So this training is for beginners. We are starting from 0 level, and those who ask questions will learn a lot from this training. Okay, so can we go now to the result window? So what we notice in the result window is that the result window contains all the commands and textual results. Please listen to that statement very well. So in the command, you can only see in the result window, you can only see the command and text result. Let me do something which will not appear in the result window, but will appear. Let me say I type scatter, and I don't worry about this. Let me select MPG and let me select wait. So let me run this command, press enter now. The command will appear, as you can see, but this is a graph, this is a plot. Interestingly, it won't appear in the result. It won't appear in the result window. So the point I'm making now is that in STATA, you will only see the command and the textual result in the result window. Any graphical result will bring about a new window, which is another window that you can now relate with. So that is what you should know. Pictures or graphical display will not appear in the result window. Another thing I can do is to just say regress the same command. Let me say I simply type regress and run. Again, this is a result. So it appears, let me make it better. It appears both the command and the textual result appear in the result window. But anything about the graphical display will not show up. Sometimes you have a very long list of results, and you just want yes.
I am also trying to type the regress as you typed, or some other commands. I noticed that your own results window is showing some table-like results, but it's only showing the some words and not necessarily in the table. Is it because I don't have any data already imported into my own data?
When you run your own command, what data are you using?
I don't have data yet.
What do you want STATA to use? So, but if you start run, I use the command system use auto. That's the data set. Auto is inbuilt data set, so you could call for it. Type it also so that you have the same result. Type this command. The first command this one. Are you able to see it? System use auto. It's on your system. It's on your STATA. So it will come up.
I will type that now.
Okay, try. So let's continue. You could wish to clear out the result in this window, and I can easily right-click and clear the result. This is an option. So if I click on this now, the result will be cleared. So I don't have anything again in that window. I don't have anything to do, nothing again in that result window. Unfortunately, that action that I have performed, I cannot undo it. That is the danger. In other words, except I now start rerunning each of these commands again, and I start. That's when I can have those results. So anytime you clear the window, then you cannot retrieve the results any longer. But one thing you could also do is to select all the results, and then of course copy the results. You can copy the whole thing, copy as table, copy table in HTML, copy as picture, and then paste in your Word format. And so you could copy your result the way it is, and then put it in Microsoft Word. You can copy it as a table, you can copy it as a picture, and so on and so forth. Great. Any quick question on that before we move to another window?
Hello, sir.
Hello, quickly.
Hello, sir. After copying the results and pasting it in Microsoft Word, is it also possible to edit the result?
Why not? It depends on the type of copy you use.
If it is copy picture.
If you copy picture, you won't be able to edit.
But it looks better that way than the scattered.
It's a matter of choice. If it's better, take the one that is better. But there are other things I cannot waste time to begin to teach you how to do it. So, but you will learn as time goes on. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Quickly.
Please, I have a question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Prof. Please, I'm Zevi. Yeah, I'm Zevi calling from Investor Makodi.
Makodi.
I have an issue. Nigeria? Yes, I have an issue, sir. Yeah. Yes,
okay,
Makodi based in
Europe. Okay, go on.
No, we are one Nigeria, sir.
Okay, I know.
So my problem is, you said you gave us a command. You said when we call that command, it automatically gives us access to your data set, which is the system use auto. Yes. But my worries is when I call that command, what I'm seeing there is on the interface is giving me a word there that unrecognized command.
Yeah.
So I don't know what could be.
STATA is sensitive, is case sensitive. Okay. So if you use capital,
it is not system. It's systems.
Hello, you said?
Sorry.
STATA is case
sorry, sir.
sensitive.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, okay, like people are mistaking this thing. Like system use is different from sys use. Okay. SYSUSE. So I've done that before, and it gave me something like, so until when I type it the way you typed it on your system, that was when I got the result.
Thank you very much for that helpful information. So if you do it the way I did it, you will get whatever I get.
So okay, we need to make this thing is that instead of using system use auto, that you shouldn't type the system as SYSTEM, just use SYSUSE space auto. I guess some other persons are using SYSTEM space USE and auto. If you type it that way, you'll not get it. So system
this thing is clear. This thing is clear to everybody, and everybody is just to do it the way I've done it. Anyway, let's move forward. Let's move on. The video is there for anybody to watch again. Now, we have talked about the result window. Let's go to the review window. So this is the review window. Everybody should have this window, except you are not using STATA. Maybe you are using STAT. without the last A. So you may not have this review window. So this review window keeps a record of all commands STATA, all the commands that you have run in STATA. So you can see any command that I type here will be in the review. Any command, any command I type will be in review. So that is one of the basic function of the review window. It keeps record of all commands that you run in the command window. Even if the command is unsuccessful, let me say, for instance, maybe I instead of typing describe, I type describe. I type it maybe in one of our local languages, describe. So this one will give me error. So in review, you will see both successful command and unsuccessful command. So it helps you to know the error you have committed, and you will see that the successful commands are in black. That's a customized color, and also, of course, the unsuccessful command appears in red, so you can see it in red. And quickly in this log, you could see, or in this review window, you could easily see those unsuccessful commands and the successful command. You can click once to move. If you click any one, I think I've shown you before, you click any command, it will automatically appear in the command window if you click it once. But if you click it, you double click it. If you double click it, as I'm going to do now, I will double click it. You know how to double click. It will not only show, it will also execute. So as you double click, it will show and also execute. But if you click once, it's not going to execute. It will only show in the command window. But when you click, you double click, it will show and also execute. So I'm going to double click. You will hear pepe now. So this is it. It has shown and automatically, even without typing anything in the command window. So that's all I want to share. Those are tricks I want to share with you regarding the review window. Any question quickly on that?
Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
How do we import data ready for analysis in STATA?
We have not gotten to that point, sir. We are taking it gradually. We have not gotten to that point.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Please, sir, can you increase the font size of your command window? The font size.
The font size of my command window, this is it. Let me increase it. What do you want? 14?
16.
16, okay. You have good eyes the way I have. That's good. Did you say 16? So, are you able to see? It's okay now, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So, clap for yourself. Clap for any other quick question? If none, do we move on? Yes. So
yes, I will move on.
Now we are going to another window which we call the variable window. This is the variable window. We all know what variable means. Variable simply means any measure that can take different value. Different values. So that's variable. And for instance, in this inbuilt data set called auto, you will know when we describe it. If I click here and describe it, you will notice that the variables here consist of there are 12 variables that are listed here. So and there are how many observations? 74. So this data set is about automobile data, 1978 automobile data. So there are 74 observations there. In other words, 74 automobiles were sampled, and the information collected about them include the make of the automobile, the price of the automobile, the mileage of the automobile, the repair record 1978, the repair record as at 1978, the headroom. Those who know about headroom will know what they mean. Trunk, that's the trunk space. That is the weight, the length, the turn, the displacement, and the GR ratio, then the foreign, whether the car is, I wouldn't know whether it's foreign made or locally made. So these are variables because none of them can take any measure that takes constant value, like your name is constant. It's not a variable. You are not changing your names since the day you were named. So your name is constant. Yesterday, today, and possibly tomorrow. So your name is the same. I don't get or Joseph or Chris. The name is the same. So it's not a variable. It's not expected to be here at all. So here, this is where you have all the list of all the variables in your data set, just as we can see this list here. So you can select this list from here. Like the other time when I use the command regress, instead of me typing this mileage, I can come here, I can see this icon. Once I click this, the mileage, the variable name will automatically come here. So the advantage of doing this kind of thing is that it prevents you from typing error because, as I said earlier, STATA is very sensitive, is case sensitive. So instead of you typing those variables, you could just use this direct arrow to direct those variable names straight to the command window.
We are not getting it too.
Don't be annoyed. So where do I start from?
After that regress.
The variable.
Okay. I will clear it. Can you see my cursor?
Yes.
Can you see my cursor?
On the variables.
You will also see one arrow that is following that cursor.
Yes.
You will see one. So instead of you typing, if you are selecting any variable here, use that arrow. Click on that arrow. When you click on the side of that arrow, we move straight to the command window. Do you get it now?
Yes, sir.
You are almost getting annoyed the other time. And I want to select another one. Wait. So I select weight. I see this direct arrow. I will click it again. The weight will come here. And then I can select as many variables that I want to select. I can do that and then press enter. The result will appear again. Is it clear?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
On the variable window, I also see properties, but properties is not on my own window. Okay, sir.
We are not got to that place, man. But be happy with what we have done so far.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Everybody must be happy. We may not be able to cover what we have planned for today, but if everybody is happy, then I think. Good evening. Yes.
Good evening, sir. I just want to find out if you have a link that can download the STATA. I tried here, but it's not working.
STATA is a licensed software. If you go to the website, and I'll show you the website. The website is www. If you go to help here, you will see information about STATA. So you can download and use the trial version. That will last you, I don't know how many weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. After that, you will be required to get a licensed one. Okay, that is number one thing you need to know. How you can use move variables or select variable. But if you double click a variable, if you double click it, it will also go there. Maybe you just double click even without pressing the arrow. If you just double click, so you can also use the whichever is preferable to you. Another thing that you could do in this variable window is that you can use it to filter or reorder the variables. And click the name, the label. You see, as I click, the names are reordered either in alphabetical order or in the original order, maybe from in ascending or descending order. You know, this is going down from the bottom down in descending order. If I click again, it's going up in ascending order. So in variable window, you can filter and reorder. You can also use label, click label to reorder alphabetically. This you can filter. Let's say I'm looking for all those with M. Any variable that has M will appear. If I'm looking for those with K, all those variables with K will appear. You won't know the benefit of this until when you are dealing with massive amount of data. So this is the beauty of STATA. It allows you to handle big data. No. So that is, and I've told you, you can right click. You can right click any variable, for instance, in there, and you can keep the selected variable, or you drop the selected variable. Okay, please ask your question.
Thank you very much, sir. I like the search button you just used now. I don't know how you come about it on the variable.
On the variable.
Search. Yeah.
You can see something like a spanner. Can you see icon like spanner? Can
No,
you
sir.
see icon directly under the variables like a spanner? Can you see?
No, sir.
Sorry, I believe is the version you are using.
Not even like a
sorry,
spanner.
sorry, sir. Sorry. It's not it's not just
If you click that one,
before that spanner can come, before the spanner can appear. There's something that looks like a funnel over there, up beside directly by the right of the variable.
This one.
Filter bar.
Not that.
Yes, click on it.
Yes.
Okay, click on this.
Yes, just click on it. Yes.
Yeah, it's working now. Yeah, it's working now.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
And you see, some people are even teaching me in this class. Thank you very much. Now I know my teachers. I was trying to. Hello, yes.
Yeah, please. Sorry for. I want to know when you go to the command side. Or
when I go to the command side, yeah.
Yeah. So when you do the regress,
yes,
MPG weight.
Yes.
So I was trying to play with them, and I did regress, price, weight, and MPG.
Yes.
Right. And I got some figures. So in this part, is the price the dependent variable in this case?
The first variable you type will be the dependent variable.
Okay.
But we have not gotten there. I don't want to jump. But the first variable, just to satisfy your curiosity, the first variable is always the dependent. It's taken as the dependent variable. Is that okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Excellent. So before I leave this window, I've told you that you could even select a number. Let's say I just block a number of variables like this. I can keep all these variables only, and then anyone, if I press this one, any variable that is not selected will be removed. So what I'm saying is that only those variables that I highlighted should be kept. And then if I click this, then I'm saying you should drop all those variables that I have highlighted. I can also copy this and paste maybe in Microsoft Word. I can select all here and copy all of them maybe into Microsoft Word if I'm writing my report and trying to explain all the variables. That's much I want to say about the variable window. Any question before we move to the next one?
Sir, please, if you keep or drop a variable, can it be recovered or restored back?
If you keep the set of variables, all the ones that will be deleted, you will not be able to get them back. Except if you have saved them, in a different, you use a different file name. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great. So you have to be very careful when you are keeping or when you are dropping. It's always good that before you drop, you save the data using a different file name. Now, yes.
I tried to copy the variable names and the list and try to copy it to Microsoft Word, but it's not giving me the label. It only gave me the names.
It's not giving you if you copy all of them, right?
Yes, I copied it and tried to paste it in Microsoft Word.
And you said copy variable list, so it's only going to copy the variable list, not the label.
So how do I copy it with the label, sir?
If you have to copy with the, let me say select all. Did you use select all?
Yes, sir. Select all, then right.
There's no. I cannot see anyone for copying the label here. But what you can also do here is, let me use this. Sorry. You can copy from here, preferably. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
When you type describe, you can copy the label, everything here.
Label. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, if we are going to the last window, which is properties window. Properties window. Some people said they don't have it. Let's say I don't have it now. Then you can go to window menu. In the window menu, select properties, or simply press Control +5. So I can have it. So once you do that, you will be able to have the property window appearing on your STATA graphical user interface. So in the property window displays variable and data set property. Any variable you click here, it will show you the property of that variable. You will see that I won't be able to change anything here. But if I want to edit this property window, there is something like lock, yes, lock here. So you can lock, you can also unlock. It is when I unlock that I can change anything here. So you usually use this to prevent unintended change in the variable name. So you can also use, for instance, I've selected price. If I want the next one, I will use the next arrow. It will select the next one. If I want the previous one, I will select the before arrow. So if I want the next one, I will choose the next arrow, and so on like that. You use this to edit, and in fact, you can collapse the windows. You can expand them. You can expand. We will still later talk about how to define our variable names. And in fact, we'll talk about data manager. We'll talk about that when we get there, or variables manager. So that is the variable listing. If you want to hide the property, you can just close this door here. Any question on the properties window before we move to the next one?
Hello, sir.
Hello, ma.
What is the essence of unlocking the variables at the property?
At the property window?
Yes.
I told you now, when you lock, you prevent unintended correction or editing or change in the variable name. So nobody can change the variable name once you have locked.
Okay, but on purpose, we can decide to change the variable name or label.
Why not? You can change it.
Okay, it's all right.
You can change it. But when you don't want enemies to change it, you lock it.
Okay.
Or you don't. Any other question? That's good. Let's now move on to. That's all. We have touched all the windows in the graphical user interface (GUI). But there are other things, which we have not talked about. Particularly these ones are called the toolbars. The toolbars, these icons. There are 12 of them, if you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 of them, 12 toolbars here. So the first one is the open. Whatever is just a shortcut, because most of the things you will do here, you can even do them also in the menu. I will still talk about the menu, but here you can talk about the toolbar. So the toolbar, the first one is the open, which you can click to open any STATA data, STATA data set. So I can click on it, open any STATA data set, but you can also use the save icon to save the data. So it will ask you a question whether to replace the existing one or not. So you either say yes or no, depending on what you want to do. You can print, which means you can choose, you can print whatever is displayed on the window. So if you say you want to print results, then you have to indicate what to print. So and the printer you want to use. So you can also this is what we call log. So this is log icon. I will still talk about log. I always encourage you to learn how to use log. It's very, very helpful if you want to keep track of the starter session. Every command that you use will be kept in the log, and then you can use those commands much later. How do we use the log command? If I click it, it will tell me where do I want to save it. So I might want to save it in, give it a file name. Let me call it March. Today is March 23. So I can call it PiLAF. Let's just say March 23. But there are options. You can save it as SMCL, or you save it as log, or you. I always prefer saving it as a log, because I think you'll be able to open it with a WordPad or Notepad, if you save it as a log. So I normally prefer that. Yes, you'll be able to save it as a Notepad. So and once you give it a name like that, you can save. And STATA will tell you where it is saved. We will still talk about directory, how to open, how to launch directory, so on like that. So you can also suspend the log. It's possible. Just come here. This is the log icon. You can close it. You can suspend it. You can view it. For instance, if I want to view it, I can say, okay, this is what is in the log. Let me say, for instance, I've run this command. Let me run it. So let me run this. It will be in the log. If I run this, it will be in the log. If I run this, it will be in the log. If I run this, it will be in the log. So all the commands will be in the log. If I want to see the command in the log, I can simply come here and say log. Let me see what is inside you, and then you open. You can see in that log, it has kept the record of all my activities. It has kept the record of all the starter session. So this is the beauty. You can open this in Notepad, like the other sister who is trying to collect this. If you have used the log file, you will be able to just copy from here and paste. So only result will be in the log. The graph will not be in the log. So that is that. You can close this. If you want at any point, you can suspend using that, and so on. So that's the use of the log icon here. You can also see what we call the new viewer. If you want another viewer apart from viewer. Yes.
I didn't get how you did that. The last one, viewing the what was saved in the log file. March.
Yes.
I didn't get how you did it.
I said you go to file. You will see log.
Yes.
You will see view. Then it will bring a choose file to view. Just click, because it's going to be the default one. So you can have it back.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you happy now?
Yeah,
sorry, sir. Can I ask a question? When you click OK?
Yes.
In the log?
Yes.
Do you click OK?
Yes.
Okay.
I click OK.
All right.
Then I have my list. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
You
but
see, even here in the log, you can do many other things. You can edit, you can do that, but you can run all of that later.
Yeah, but I didn't get the when I clicked OK, I didn't get the that file.
You didn't get the file.
No,
Did you save it?
Did I save it?
Yes. If you didn't save it, you want to get what you didn't save.
As log? I saved it as log.
Did you save it as log?
Yes, I saved it. I went to the log, and then it gave me the option to save, and I saved as log. I even named it March 23.
Okay. Now, do you know the folder where you saved it?
Yes.
Okay. Go here, click, and then go to view. Is it in the working folder you saved it? If not,
browse.
Go to browse.
Okay, I go to browse. All right.
Okay, good.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, yes.
Please, how did you save in the log? Because I saved already, but I tried opening it. When I opened the log file, I did not get all the results.
Did you get some results? Did you get some results?
No, not at all, sir.
We started by clicking this log to say begin log. because the log is on now. So if I must open a new one, I have to close this one. So if you open, you open it at the beginning of your starter session, and then you save it. Once you save it, you give a file name to it, and you save it as log. Then all the commands and results you get in that session will automatically be saved in the log. And then you can come to file, go to log, select view, so that you can see it. Just the way I've been able to see my own. I think what I would suggest is take time to listen to the video again, and then you'll be happy with what you get. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
So, if you click, the next icon is viewer. This is the viewer window where you get help. So you can read advice on finding help in STATA. So anytime, for instance, I would be interested in getting help on regress. So STATA will give me all the possible help that I can get. So you can look at all the helps here. If you're also interested in STATA, like the other person, so you can type STATA. So it will give you all the helps, the various commands that can give you STATA plot. So that is the purpose of the viewer. And then, of course, if there is any plot that is like when we run this one, STATA, and we have this, it's not highlighted now. Now that icon is highlighted, it can bring to the front the plot I just made. So by clicking it, it will come out. But if there is no plot, there will be nothing to bring to the front. So this is the usefulness of that icon. So if it is hiding, clicking the plot graph icon will bring it to the front. So another thing that you must know is the do file. The do file. So the do file, even though I plan to talk extensively on it, but our time is going, so I will talk briefly now so that you can see the use. So the do file, this is where you do bash command. So you can in do file write series of command and run them at a time. Instead of using the command window in the do file, you can have a list of commands that you can run all at once. For instance, I can write the one I used the other time, system use, auto. You can type all the command and then maybe you say describe. Then you say regress. You see, it's not giving me result all at once. I've not even executed this, so but I can generate all the commands on a particular work that I'm analysis that I want to run. So I have MPG, then wait, great. Then I can say, okay, draw the scatter of MPG, then wait. So let's assume that I've even closed this. So I have to save this. So I have to save. So I can save it as, again, it will be saved as do file if I take March 23. So March 23. So that's my do file. Already exists. No, this is, sorry. Let's save this here. So I can save it as, let's say, March training. March training. And I say save. Okay, so it's been saved. You will see do file editor file name, which is mathR.do. mathR.do. So to run it, I can simply click on this execute do. So if I click on it, it will run the command, at a go. So this is it. So this is the beauty of the do file. So for do file, it allows you to execute your. In fact, you will see, yes, this command here. This command here, I can even copy it. It's even here, you will see it there. So I can run it today, tomorrow, anytime. I can run that. All the things that I've been doing, typing one command line at a time and executing.
Hello, bro.
With do file, you can just click on it and run it at a simultaneously. Yes, any question?
Please, I haven't saved the do file. How do I access it again?
It's in the folder that you save it. That is why you will see you must be able to define your working directory. So if you don't know your working directory where your file is being saved, you can simply say print ZWD. You can say print working directory. So you can just type that command pwd. So it will tell you where you are working from. So this is where I'm working from now.
What I'm saying is I tried like opening it from like file.
Yeah. You can go to go to file and then open. You can open and go to where you saved it. My own is saved in where did I even save it? So yeah, it's saved in PiLAF. But for you to get it, you need to go to the drop-down arrow here and select, because you won't see it, and select the do. Are you able to see now?
Yes, I got it, sir.
So you can now select it and open it.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. This is Batson Mazungu from Malawi.
Oh, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks for your good presentation. That is ongoing. I have a question on the do file command.
Okay.
Yeah, others they say that actually the do file is actually used for manipulating data. Maybe using if you want to print data, or maybe you want to rename some variables. I don't know if this is the case. I'm just the beginner in STATA.
I need to get you right. If you can just ask the question again.
Well, what I'm saying is the question is on the do file.
Okay.
Yeah, others they say that the do file command, you use it especially maybe when you want to manipulate your data or your variables. Let's say for data cleaning, or maybe you want to rename some variables. So I don't know, maybe if you can shed more light on this one.
Yeah, I will advise you that you can believe. If there's anything before you believe, try to practice it, and then that will strengthen your belief. So in this case, you can the whole essence of the do file is that if there is any routine analysis or data cleaning that you do routinely, you can also put the commands in the do file.
Okay.
If it is also analysis, maybe the regression analysis that I've done now, plotting scatter diagram, running regression, I can also put it that in a do file. So it's not only for particular routine exercise or analysis. It's for all kinds of things that you can do in STATA that you can also put in your do file.
Okay.
That much I know. It's not restrictive.
All right, sir. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
Thanks, sir.
I'm afraid that, yes, we are almost we must not exceed 2 hours. So I've talked about the do file. We will still continue to use the do file subsequently. There is also the icon on data. You can see there are 2 icons, like in fact 3, like a spreadsheet. No, but the first one is the data editor. So if you click it, you will see the old data, and then it allows you to edit if you want to edit, and then you can change, you can change variable names there, you can change the content of this data, you can do a lot of things here. But if you call this other one, it will also come, but you can only browse. It doesn't allow you, you cannot change anything here. No matter what you do, you can't change anything when you use that data editor browse. But it's always better if you don't, it's better to use the data editor browse if you know you just want to browse and your intention is not to edit. Otherwise, if you are not careful in the process of moving things around, you could mistakenly change things in your data set. The next one is the variable manager. This is very interesting. This is where you have, you can even make a lot of changes to the variables. You can change the label. You can change the name. You can also decide what the type will be. We will still talk about the variable manager in our subsequent lecture. And of course, I ran a command the other time, maybe for you to understand how these last two works. Let me record that command. Yes, I use this. So for instance, when I run it, list. So here, immediately, you can see these two icons highlighted because there are other things that we need to see, but all of them are not coming out. So if I want more to come out, I use this arrow icon, or I simply click this one to move it. If I'm tired of what I see, or if the analysis you are doing is being processed and the process is taking a long time, you can break that process. You can see it's broken. This is the point where we have to break this lecture today. I thank you for listening.